Hello students, in this video we are going to learn how to do the basic Python programs. Means after installing the Python software in your computer, so how to start with the small basic programs. So let us see. First, as usual, after installing the Python program, one default editor will be installed. The editor name is idle. Simply go to the search and open the Python idle editor. So after opening that, one Python shell will be open. So here you can write the Python instructions and immediately you can see the result. So for suppose here if I write print I, so automatically the output will be displayed immediately after the line. So here you can write individual line by line Python instructions and immediately after every instruction you can see the result. For suppose here I kept one variable x equal to 10. Now if I write print x, the value in the x will be displayed immediately. So actually the way of executing the Python instructions like this is called as the interactive mode. So whenever you are writing Python commands in shell mode, immediately you can see the result. So that's why it is called as the interactive mode. So after this, another mode is there, that is the script mode. Script mode already we have discussed. Here first we have to open one Python file. So here you have to write the Python instructions and you have to save this file with .py extension, then you have to run. So for suppose here x equal to 10, y equal to 20, z equal to x plus y, print z. So here I have written total 4 instructions. First here it is showing as the untitled file, means not yet saved. So first you have to save this file. Go to file and click on save. So here it asks you to save. So here I open this folder. In this folder I want to save. So here I have given the file name as the exp and here save type as Python files, meaning is that automatically .py extension will be given. So after saving this, here you can see that exp.py. So this is your file name. Now this file has been saved and now run this file. Run module, click on F5. Now here result 30 has been displayed. So what the difference you find is that here we are writing the set of Python instructions in one file and you have to save that file with .py extension and you have to run. Then all instructions will be executed at the one time, means one after another this will be executed. Now, so let us discuss about some basic concepts in the Python. So whenever you are writing any program, if you want to specify the purpose, means what is the purpose of this current program, like this if you want to give some descriptions, so then you can use the concept of comments. So comments are started with hash symbol, COMMENTS. So like this you can write. So whenever you want to give any description, like this is my first program, so like this whenever you want to give any description about any line in the program, you have to use the concept of comments. Comments are always started with hash symbol. And next important point is with the comments is comments will not be executed by the Python interpreter, will not be executed by Python interpreter. So comments will not be executed. Comments purpose is which makes you understand the program easy, but it will not run in the computer, it will not run in the program. So whenever you are writing any program, first you have to use the comment. So in that comment just specify that what is the purpose of the program. So whenever you are opening the program next time, you can understand very easily. Now comments is over. Now after that, in programming already there are some basic building blocks are there, like tokens already we have discussed. In a tokens, so most important things are the variables, operators and literals. So let us see. So how to create the variable? Simply as per the identifier naming rules as we have discussed in the class, give any name x equal to 10. So this is the way you can create the variable. So whenever you assign some value to the variable will be automatically created. So here x is the variable and 10 is the literal. So literals are the constant values as we have discussed. and x is a variable. So in one program you can create any number of variables. For suppose I want to create another variable y equal to 20. So here x is one variable and y is another variable. So this is the way in one program you can create any number of variables. For suppose if you want to create 10 variables, then you have to keep 10 unique names for the variables. For suppose here if I write x equal to 10 and x equal to 20, then what happens? Here program will execute from top to bottom. First this line will be executed, x value is 10. Now whenever you move to the second line, what you are doing? Again you are writing x equal to 20. Meaning is that you are using the same variable name again. So previous 10 will be overwritten with 20. Now x value will be taken as 20. So this is the way you can take the variables. Now variable names are over. Next thing is called as the literals. Literals means what are the values you used in the program. Like here x equal to 10. Here 10 is the literal. Literals are the constant values which are used in the program. Those are called as the literals. Now, so here I have created another variable. Here I have written 15.6. Here I have written z equal to Anil. Like Anil. So here in first case I am using which one? Integer. And second case I am using float. In third case I am using string. So here there are three types of literals we are discussing right now. So first 10 is the integer literal, 15.6 is the float literal and is the string literal. So what is an integer? So whenever you are using any value without fraction part, that is called as the integer. So whenever you are using any value with fractional part, that is called as the float literal. And after that, whenever you are using anything in the single quotes or double quotes or triple quotes, that is called as the string literal. So based on the values, the data types of the variables will be decided. For suppose here I have written x equal to 10. Now I came to the interactive mode so that we can understand the program more easily. And y equal to 20.6, z equal to Anil. Yeah. So here I have taken three variables, x equal to 10, y equal to 20.6 and z equal to Anil. Now I want to check that which type it belongs to. Already we have discussed the data type. Data type specifies that which type of data we are dealing and what kind of operations we are performing. Now here I want to check the data type of any variable. You have to use the function type in bracket, specify the variable name. Here I want to check the data type of x. Simply type x. So here it is displaying that class int. Meaning is that x data type is int. Now means here I am using the number without fraction part. Now I want to check the data type of y. Simply write type of y. So it is showing as the float. Meaning is that here I am using the number with fractional part. So that's why it is showing as the float. Now if I want to check the data type of another thing, z. Now here it is showing as the str. Meaning is that string. So finally conclusion is that the data type of variable will be decided based on the value stored in it. So I hope that you understand about the what are the variables and what are the literals. Now these basic things are over. Now let's come to our next concept. So whenever you are running any program, so during the program running you want to display some messages on the screen. So how to do? So whenever you want to display any message on the screen, then you have to use the function print. So always functions are followed by parenthesis symbols. So whenever you want to display any message or any value on the screen, you have to use which function? Print. So purpose to display values on screen. Whenever you want to display any message on the screen, you need one special function. The function name is the print. So here what you have to do is whatever the message you want to print, that should be kept in between the parentheses. So first you have to keep the double quotes. and within that quotes write your message like welcome. So what message I kept? Print is the function, in parentheses in double quotes what are the message you want to display, that should be kept. Now run this program, go to run. Here shortcut is the F5. So before running your program, first you have to save. Yeah, click on OK. The program has been saved. So if you carefully observe that at the bottom one message has been displayed, welcome. Now let's run the program again by adding some more statement. So already we have discussed that program is nothing but set of instruction. Program is nothing but set of instructions. Meaning is that you can write any number of instructions in one program. So here the program name is exp.py. In one file I can write any number of instructions. Collectively all instructions together it can be called as the program. Now I want to display another message. Click on enter, go to the next line and write print thank you. So now run your program, go to run and save. See this one, it is showing that welcome as well as thank you one after another. Now so after that I want to print another message. Simply you can write print end and now run this program, welcome thank you end. So if you carefully observe that, so whenever you have written any program will execute from top to bottom. First this line will be executed, after that this line, after that this lines. Three lines will be executed one after another from top to bottom. And here if you carefully observe that what are the first two lines you have written, those two lines will not be executed. Reason is that those two lines are starting with the symbol hash. Hash is nothing but hash is used to specify the comments. Already I told that comments are not executed at all. I hope that you are clear. Now for suppose I remove the hash, assume that. Now try to run the program. See this one, it is showing the invalid syntax, means there is some errors in the program. So what is the syntax? Syntax is nothing but set of rules to be followed. So whenever you are writing any program, you have to follow set of rules given by the programming language. So those rules should be followed. If you don't follow the rules, errors will be displayed on the screen. Syntax means set of rules to be followed by programming language. So whenever you are writing any program, so according to that every programming language has set of rules. So you have to follow all the rules whenever you are writing the specific program. If you don't follow that rules, then compiler or interpreter will generate an error immediately. In Python we are following the interpreter, already we have discussed. So interpreter will generate an error on the screen. So you have to follow all the rules clearly. Now so this is the way print function is used to display the message on the screen. Now in case instead of the messages, if I want to display some values from the variables, for suppose here x is the variable, so here there is some data like welcome. Yeah, welcome. So here welcome is the string. Strings are always should be kept under single quotes, double quotes or triple quotes. Now I want to print the value stored in the variable x. So simply write print, open the parenthesis, then write the variable name. So here you should not keep the double quotes. Here you should not keep the double quotes. The reason is that here x is not a message, x is a variable. Now run this program and check what will be displayed on the screen. It is showing the message welcome. What happens if I keep x in double quotes? Let's make a try. I made x in double quotes. Now run the program. It is showing that x. So if you carefully observe that if you keep anything under double quotes, that will be displayed exactly on the screen, means that will be treated as the message. In a print without double quotes, if you write any variable name, here x is the variable which is storing string value. So here whenever you are displaying any variable name, then value stored in that variable will be displayed on the screen. Now run. Now welcome has been displayed. Now change the value in the x. Now I removed this string. Now I kept 50. Now the value of x is 50. Now and the next statement is print of x, and now run the program. So what has been printed on the screen? 50. So meaning is that, so whenever any print function is running, first it checks that whether it is the variable or a string. If it is the string or any message, that will be displayed directly. Meaning is that it should be under double quotes. In case if you specify any variable name, so automatically value stored in that variable will be printed. Now, so here I have another variable y equal to 100. Now I want to print the two variables. So how can you write? Write another print and y. Now run the program. So 50 has been printed and after that 100 has been printed. In case, here we have to observe one more important point is that once print is running, once print function has been completed, automatically it moves to the next line. See this one, print x, print y. First has been displayed by using the this print, second value has been displayed by using the second print. Automatically values are displayed separately. In case if I want to use the single function, then how can I do? Simply write print x comma y. So whenever you want to display multiple values, simply you can write x comma y. And now run the program. 50 space 100 will be displayed on the screen. Now so here people may confuse that. For suppose if I run this program, it is showing that 50 100. People may confuse which one is 50 and which one is 100. So that's why you can keep some messages before displaying the variable. For suppose if I write print x and run, what is displaying? 50. So you people don't know that whether it belongs to x or it belongs to y. So that's why what they can do, they can keep one message x equal to. This is the message will be displayed on the screen. Now run the program and check what has been displayed, x equal to. Now you have to display the value. So where do values are stored? In the variable x. Now put comma and write the variable name. Print x equal to in double quotes comma and variable name. Now run this program and check. So here you can see that x equal to 50. Now it's clear. Now if I want to print another one, print y equal to comma y. Now run the program. So now it is displaying x equal to 50 and y equal to 100. So this is the way you can display the values from variables as well as messages on the screen. So up to displaying concept it's okay. Now let us see how to take input from the user. So many times whenever you are running the program, user has to enter some values. Like whenever you are going to the ATM, first you have to enter the password, then you have to enter the amount. So many times you need input from the user, then you have to run the program. So let us see how to take. So now we are going to discuss about input. So whenever you want to take any input from the user, you need one special function. The function name is input. Similar to the print. Whenever you want to display anything on the screen, print. Whenever you want to take some values from the user, then you have to use input function. To take values from user, we need input function. Now how to write? So here input function always takes data from the user. Input function always takes the data from user, but those values can be accessed in that same line only. For suppose here run this program. So here this program is not completed, it is waiting. See this one, restart. After that next line is not coming, these arrow symbols, meaning is that it is waiting for user to enter something. I entered 50. Now see this one, arrow complete, triple arrow came, meaning is that the program execution is completed. Here people may confuse that if blank screen is coming and waiting. So that's why, so let me explain again. Run this program, it is not proceeding further, it is waiting. If you wait for 1 hour, it will be like this until user enters some value. This happens because of input function. This happens because of input function. Similar to whenever you go to the ATM, if you keep it until you enter the password, it will remain like that only. Once you enter the password, then only it will proceed further. Similarly, input function always takes the data. But if you don't display any message on the screen, people may confuse. So that's why now keep some message in the input, similar to the print. Here you can write enter name. Yeah, enter name. Now run this program. See this one. Now input function is running. It has displayed the message enter name. So what are the messages to be displayed on the screen? That should be kept under input function parentheses. In between these two parentheses, you have to keep the message in double quotes. After that, it waits until user enters some value. I entered my name is Srini. Then program execution has been completed, because in this program there is only one line of program. First line is not executed because it is a comment, and next line has been only one line is there, it has been completed. Now, so the problem is that whenever you are taking input, that can be accessed in that line only. What if you want to use in next lines? Then what you have to do, after taking input, always assign to some variable. After taking input from the user, always assign to some variable. If you do not assign, then what happens is that whenever you are going to the next line, those values cannot be available. Those values are not available, cannot be accessed. So that's why whenever you are taking any input, always take it in the variable, always store it in some variable. After that, after storing it in the variable, you can perform your different operations. Now I am typing print x. Now here if you carefully observe that this program has two lines. In first line, I am taking input from user, that values is stored in which variable? X. If you come to the second line, by using print function, you are displaying the value stored in the variable X. So let us see. First enter name. I enter the name Arun. So after that, immediately what happens is that Arun will be stored in variable X. Like example, I will tell X equal to Arun. So like this it will be stored. Now in coming to the next line, you are printing the values in X. So already Arun has been stored in the X. So whenever you try to print the X, Arun will be printed on the screen. Click on enter. See this one. You enter the Arun and Arun has been printed. What happens if you are dealing with numbers? So here the most important point is that input function always gives the data in the form of a string. Input function always gives the data in string. It always gives data in, always returns data in string type. In string data type, it always returns the data. Now, what if you want to perform mathematical operation? Then you have to do the typecasting. So already we have discussed that what is typecasting. Typecasting meaning is that converting one data type to another data type. So typecasting meaning is that whenever you are converting from one data type to another data type, that concept is called as the typecasting. So how to do the typecasting? For suppose here x equal to 10. Now what is the data type of x? Carefully observe that type type x. What is the data type it is showing? Integer. Now try to display the value in x. 10 is displaying. Now let us see typecast x. How you can do? Y equal to int of x. So here x is the I want to convert into the float. I want to convert this integer into the float. So what I am doing, y equal to float of x means this is the variable I am converting into the float. Now display the y. What is displaying? Here variable is not there. So y equal to float of x. Yeah. Now try to display the y value. What is the y value it is displaying? 10.0. What is x value displaying? 10. See this one. Already we have discussed that float is always represented in decimals. 10.0. integers are displayed without fractional part. So here x has been converted to the floating type by using the type conversion concept that has been stored in the data type y. Now check the data type of y. Type of y. Sorry, spelling mistake. This is called as the syntax error. Type of y. So what is the data type of y? It is showing float. So whenever you want to perform numerical operations, first you have to convert to the integers or float. Now I am converting to the int. So meaning is that keep the input function in int. So you have to specify two parentheses. Yeah. So this is the input function. Whatever the data you are taking, whole data is converting to the integer type. Now here you can keep the message enter number. Now run this program. Yeah, it is asking you to enter the number on the screen. I entered 50. Click on enter. So 50 has been displayed. So what are the number user has entered that has been stored in variable x and displayed on the screen. Now here I have written x equal to x into 5. So already we have discussed the operators. Operators are used to specific operations on the variables or values. X into 5. So here this program contains 3 lines. In first line you are taking value from user and storing it in the variable in left side. In next line what you are doing, x into 5. What are the x value you have taken? Multiply with 5, store the result in same variable x, so that previous value will be erased, means overwritten. In third line you are displaying the latest value in the x. And here you have to remember important point that left side whenever you are giving variable names which are used to store some values. Whenever you are using the variable names towards right side, meaning is that you are using values from that variables. So let's run. I entered x value as the 10. So what is the result? 50. And again run the program. I entered 30. What is the value displayed on the screen? 150. So meaning is that for suppose in the first case I entered 10, x value will be taken as 10. Then here 10 into 5, 50. 50 will be stored in variable x. Then whenever you are printing, 50 will be displayed on the screen. That is one way. And second time, so whenever you are running, you have taken the x value as the 30. 30 will be stored in variable x. After that 30 into 5, 150 will be calculated. Those results will be stored again in the variable x. After that you are printing value stored in the x is 150. So this is the way you can take input from the user and you can do some calculations and you can display the result on the screen. So here you can take any number of input from the user. So now here before displaying the result, you can keep like that final value is, yeah. So before displaying the variable x, you can keep some message to be displayed. So here in previous example you entered 30, simply displaying 150. Now run the program and check how it is showing the result. Again I entered 30 only. Wait, yeah. So here again I entered 30. Now here also 150 has been displayed, but before that one message has been displayed, final value is, so that user can understand the results very easily. So that's why whenever you are displaying the results, so always give some messages before the result so that user can understand easily. So this is the way you can take the input and you can display the result. Now let's do some sample programs. Now first we are writing the small sample program. Take two numbers and find the sum. So you have to take two values from the user and you have to find the sum, and sum should be displayed on the screen. So that is the question. So here you are taking two numbers, so you need two variables. X equal to, first you need to take input from user, input, wait, yeah, input. So display the number, enter number 1. So this message should be displayed on the screen so that user will understand. So here one more thing is you have to remember that here I have opened two parentheses, meaning is that two parentheses should be closed. This is the opening parenthesis, this is the closing. So x value has been taken. Next y int. Again I am taking input from the user and enter number 2. This is the second message, and then close the parenthesis. Yeah, two numbers has been taken. After that you need to find the sum total, x plus y. So all mathematical operations exactly it can be used here. Here x plus y. So here what happened, from user x value will be taken, from user y value will be taken, then total has been calculated. But problem is that after this line those values are not available. So that's why whenever you are doing the calculations or taking the inputs, always store the results in some variables. Now here I am keeping s equal to. So here what I have done, here I have created another third variable s, which stores the sum of x and y. Whatever the value stored in x and y, those values will be added. After that you will get some result. Those result will be stored in the variable s. Now after that you can print. So simply write print yes. So whatever the final result has been stored in the s, that will be printed. Now run the program and check how it runs. First enter number 1. So meaning is that first line is running. See this one, enter number 1. First input function is running. It waits until user enters some value. Here I entered 10. Now what happens is that 10 will be converted into the integer and it will be stored in the variable x. Yeah. After finishing the first line, it will move to the second line. In second line, it will ask you to enter the number 2. I entered 30. Now 30 will be converted into the integer and it will be stored in the variable y. So x value is 10, y value is 20. 20 or 30? Yeah, 30. X value is 10 and y value is 30. Now what happens is that it comes to the third line. So whenever there is any expressions, equations like this, always first it will do the calculations on the right side. After doing the calculations, result will be stored in the left side variable. Result will be stored in the left side variable. So 10 plus 20, 10 plus 30 is 40. 40 will be stored in the variable s. Third line is completed. Now we go to the fourth line. In fourth line, simply there is a statement print s. What are the values stored in the s? That will be printed on the screen. Now just click on enter. So what has been displayed? 40. Now before the 40 there is no message, so people may confuse. So that's why whenever we are displaying the result, before that keep some message. So here what is 40? Sum of two numbers. So in a print, before this display the message sum is, put comma. So here whole message is one content you are displaying, and here you are displaying the value from the variable. So now run the program and give the same inputs. Give 10 and 30. See this, here same program is running, same result, 40 is displaying here, 40 is displaying here. But before that I kept one message sum is, so that people can understand easily. So this is the way you can write the basic program. Now here generally in mathematics there are some different questions are there. Take the radius of the circle and find the area. So how to write the program? So take, next question is that take radius, radius of circle and find area. So this is the comment which is not executed. Now remove all the things. What is the first thing I need? I want to take a radius from the user. So calculate the r is another variable, r int input, display the message, enter radius. So user will get message on the screen. Yeah. Now after taking the radius from the user, those values are stored in the variable r. So how to calculate the area? Pi r square. Pi r square. So all of you know that what is the value of the pi? 3.14. So area you have to calculate 3.14. Now Here pi r square means r into r. R should be multiplied twice. So here in Python, in programming, multiplication symbol used as the asterisk symbol. This symbol r to r. So this is the pi, and here r into r is called as the r square. Now this result will be stored in some variable. Already I told that. So right side calculations will be takes place, and what are the results you are getting? Those results will be stored in the left side. 3.14 into r because in this variable radius has been stored. Now result is present in which variable? A. So now simply write a print statement. Print, write a message. Area is, this is the message. Then put comma and write A, because variable A contains the area. Now run the program. Now enter the radius of the 4. Now area is 50.24. So this is the way you can write the program. So in case if they ask you to find the area of the rectangle, so how to write? So all of you know that rectangle means you have to take two sides. Rectangle and find area. So first one is length. I am taking that is the L. I am taking input enter length. Next breadth. Then take another variable from the user, input breadth. Enter breadth. Yeah. So length and breadth has been taken. Now you have to calculate the area of the rectangle. So how you can calculate? Length into breadth. So L asterisk symbol B. Now you can display the message area is, and length into breadth area has been calculated. Result will be stored in the variable A, and I am printing. Now run this program. Length here I am entering as the 3, breadth is 4. So it is displaying the area as the 12. 3 into 4 is the 12. So this is the way you can write the formulas. Now sometimes some other calculations you can do, like divisions. You can perform some division operations also, you can do it. So like take two numbers and find remainder and quotient. Now how to do? So here take two numbers, enter number 1, display the messages, and number 2. So two numbers I have taken. What I want to do is, so here first number is P and second number is Q. So I have taken two numbers from the user. First number has been taken and stored in the variable P, and second number has been taken stored in the variable Q. So now I want to find the remainder. In a Python there are two special operators are there. One operator name is called as the modulus. So here I am writing as a comment. You have to remember that comment can be kept at any position. Modulus operator. The operator name is called as a percentage. Is used to calculate remainder. Modulus operator is always used to find the remainder. And like that, one more operator is there, floor division. Two black slashes. It always gives the quotient of any number. One more operator is there, division. Normal division. This is the normal division. Give exact value. Exact values will be given. So now run the program. Now write a program. So what I want to find is remainder. Here assume that P is the numerator and Q is the denominator. So now find the remainder equal to P modulus Q. Remainder will be calculated and it will be stored in the variable R. Next, I need the quotient. I am giving the variable QUO. You can give any names for the variables REM and QUO, but it should not be the keyword. We'll discuss next about the keywords. Next here I am writing P floor division Q. So now I want to display it on the screen. Print first message reminder. Reminder is stored in the variable rem. Next print quotient. It will be stored in the, it has been stored in the variable QU. Now I am displaying. Let's run the program and check. Now enter the first number, numerator is 30, denominator is 3. So all of you know that if you divide 10 with 3, remainder is 1 and quotient is 3. See this one? So here remainder came as the 1 and quotient came as the 3. What if you do the normal division? So here Q division I am doing. D equal to P slash Q. P slash Q. And here I want to display the Q division result. So print division. Division result has been stored in the variable D and run. So again I am entering the 10 and 3. See this one? It is giving the complete perfect division. Along with the decimal points, result will be given. This is the way you can write the basic Python programs by taking some input from the user and doing some calculations and displaying results on the screen. So that's all.